in under this heading what are the burden of the cancer in India and worldwide, and what are the important risk factor. Then the epidemiology in terms of the agent, host, environment, and prevention, and then program. Although it is a long, whatever I try to cover in this lecture, then program can be discussed in other lectures. So cancer as characterized by it is a uncontrolled growth of the cells, and it is a lack of the cell differentiation. Normally the certain cell have the certain differentiation, like if they have the epithelial cells, they have definite time of the mitosis and division, and there is some control over the division of the cell. So, आ जाओ आगे जितनी भी रोज खाली ना उसमें बैठते जाओ, इधर खाली है सेकंड रो. So there is an uncontrolled growth, and these cells which lead to the growth uncontrolled can invade the other adjacent tissues like lymph nodes and even the distant organ. When they spread to the distant organ, it is known as metastasis. So the primary tissue organ is that where the cancer cell originate. Division hua, multiplication, then they spread to the other organ. Then it leads to the metastasis. Then it is known as the secondary cancer. ठीक है, primary कहीं और है, secondary. For example, if there is primary cancer, it is in the liver, but after the metastasis it involves the bladder also. So this is the secondary cancer. The primary is the liver. So uncontrolled growth, lack of differentiation, and ability to invade the adjacent tissues and the even distant organ. Then, according to the type of the cells involvement, we categorize the cancer: carcinoma, sarcoma, lymphoma, leukemia, depending on the nature of the cells. So carcinoma usually arises from the epithelial cells lining of the internal surface of the various organ. ठीक है, तो organs से आप discuss कर चुके होंगे. We have the epithelial lining, mesothelial lining, mesenchymal tissue, connective tissue. So multiple different type of the cells. So when it arises from the epithelial cells, it is known as the carcinoma. You can see in this direction picture, carcinoma in situ. Carcinoma in situ means it is in an initial stage, in a very incipient stage. Inner layer is involved, but as the overgrowth is occur, multiplication of the abnormal growth of the cells occur, it lead to the invasion of the tissues started. So it lead to because there is a limited space and invasion of the cells occur, causes the formation of the lump मिलता है usually. आपने देखा होगा, whatever the cancer, either inside the body or outside the body, if in a skin cancer, you can see the lump. Like for example, breast cancer, you can see the lump, hard lump, depending on the consistency, involvement of if it is malignant of nature and benign in nature, you can see the lump. Then the sarcoma, which arise from the mesodermal cell constituting the various connective tissue, like fibroma from the fibrous tissues, fat and bones, involvement of the bones. Then lymphoma, myeloma, and leukemia arise from the cells of the bones, marrows, and the immune system. You can see in this picture the lymph nodes, involvement of the lymph nodes. So what is the burden? Regarding the burden of the cancers, in 2018, it is continuously increasing. It is because slides are made month before, even year before. So in 2018, it was 18.078 million new cases and 9.6 million deaths. Now it is in 2020 data as per Cancer Registry, National Cancer Registry program under the ICMR. In 2020, it is near about 19.292 something million and 9.898 million deaths. So it is continuously increasing. Most common cancer are the lung cancer. It is causing 11.6% among all cancer cases, and breast cancer 11.6%. It is under in second number if overall see both in male and female, and if among the female it is the first rank number 1 cancer, breast cancer. Then colorectal cancer, prostate and stomach cancer. Most common of the cancer, death. Death कौन करता है? Lung cancer, it is the most, number 1. Although the breast cancer, it is a second important cause of the cancer, but among the death from the cancer, it is not come under the importance 6 leading cause of the death of the cancer, because the prognosis is good if we screen out or diagnose the cancer early. In case of the breast cancer, prognosis is good as compared to the lung cancer. So lung cancer, because of the prognosis is poor, death is number 1 because of the lung cancer. Then the colorectal cancer, stomach, liver and the breast cancer. So top most frequent cancer worldwide, if we see among the males, it is the lung, then prostate, colorectal, stomach and the liver, and among the female, it is the number 1 is the breast cancer, colorectal, lung, cervix, uteri and the thyroid. And if we see the both sexes, breast is the number 1 cancer, and for the then second is lung cancer, colorectum, prostate and the stomach. And but if we see the death due to the cancer, it is the number 1 to the lung cancer. So incidence of the cancer in India is between 90 to 100 per lakh population. Estimated new cases was 13.8 lakh in 2015, and it is continuously increasing. And these are the 17.3 lakh new cases in 2020. I think it is wrong. It is 19 point something this lakh new cases in 2020. And at this point of given point time, 25 to 28 lakh prevalent cases, giving a prevalence of almost 210 per lakh population. So this is the scenario regarding the incidence and the mortality. And most frequent cancer in India among the male, it is the lip and oral cavity because of the tobacco consumption, chewing tobacco and other. So lung is the second most cancer under the males, for the males in India, and then the stomach, colorectum and the esophagus, and among the female it is breast cancer, cervix, uteri, ovary and lip and oral cavity, then colorectum. And if we see the rank among both sexes, then it is the breast, lip, oral cavity, cervix, uteri, lung and colorectum. What are the causes of the cancer? There are 3 important causes: environmental causes and genetic causes and other causes. So environmental causes basically include all the lifestyle, dietary, alcohol consumption, tobacco consumption. This include the tobacco, mainly responsible for the when the person consume during the smoking, chewing tobacco. Major cause of the cancer, it lead to the lung cancer, larynx, mouth, pharynx, esophagus, pancreas, probably kidney. And cigarette smoking is the most responsible for the more than 1 million premature death each year due to the lung cancer. Alcohol, again it is a important cause of the cancer, common for the ethanol and ethyl alcohol, a chemical which is responsible for this cancer and present in the all in different dilution in alcoholic beverage like beer, hard cider, malt liquor and wines, distilled spirits, and it is produced by the fermentation of the sugar and starch by the yeast. So according to the how much it is harmful for the person, because there is a limit for the consumption of the alcohol. So according to the National Institute of the Alcohol Abuse and Alcoholism, a standard alcoholic drink in United States contain 14 grams, that is 0.6 ounce of pure alcohol. Generally, this amount of the pure alcohol is found in 12 ounce of the beer and 8 to 9 ounce of the malt liquor and the 5 ounce of the wine and 1.5 ounce or a shot of the 80 proof distilled spirit. And dietary guideline also recommend that people who drink alcohol do so in moderation by the limiting consumption of the 2 drinks or less than in a day for men and 1 drink or less than in a day for women. And if it is heavy drinking, then it is defined as 4 or more drinks any day or 8 or more drinks per week for women and 5 or more drinks on any day, and 15 or more drinks per week for women. So there is a limit. If it is goes exceed that limit, it can harmful for the human beings. Among the dietary factors, smoked fish, consumption of the smoked fish and other smoked meat are related to the esophageal and stomach cancer. Decrease intake of the dietary fiber. What is the normal limit? 30 gram per day or for 2000 kilocalorie. So if the person is consuming, it should be the 30 gram per day of the fiber diet. Dietary fiber. Dietary fiber usually we take from the fruits, vegetables. Increased beef consumption can lead to the bowel cancer, and high fat diet can lead to the fatty diet, obesity. All these are the risk factor for the breast cancer. And variety of the other dietary factors like the food additives, which include nitrates, nitrites and contaminants, may act as a causative agent. So then certain occupational exposure, person working in a certain factories, or if exposed to a certain chemicals, it can lead to the increase the chances of the cancer, like benzene, arsenic, cadmium, chromium, polycyclic hydrocarbon. Benzene exposure can lead to the acute lymphocytic leukemia, chronic lymphocytic leukemia, multiple myeloma, non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. See, all these are cancer of the lymphoma, myeloma or lymph nodes. So arsenic containing drinking water associated with an increased risk of the bladder cancer and the skin cancer. Risk of the occupation increase when the person is smoking, and usually it account for the 1 to 5% of the all human cancer. Then certain viruses also responsible, like for the hepatocellular carcinoma, hepatitis B and C, cervical cancer, human papilloma virus, HIV infected Kaposi sarcoma, and the non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. It is a late complication of the HIV AIDS and Epstein-Barr virus. So these are the certain viruses which can lead to the cancer. Certain parasitic infection like schistosomiasis can lead to the cancer of the bladder. Some customs and lifestyle can make the person vulnerable for the cancer, like Western type of the diet, like high fatty diet, and fast foods, consumption of the fast food, and sedentary lifestyle. They can increase the cancer of the colon, breast, endometrial and the other cancers. So because the high fatty diet or fast food, it decreases the consumption of the fiber. It can lead to the increase the risk of the colon cancer, and association between the smoking and the lung cancer, it is well established. Tobacco, betel chewing and the oral cancer. Then certain genetic factor can also make the person vulnerable for the cancer, like for example retinoblastoma, neurofibromatosis. Maybe you have discussed in your ophthalmic classes. Retinoblastoma, it is a genetic cause and may account for the 4% of the all cancer genetic factors. And inherited mutation of the BRCA1 gene account for the 70% risk of the developing breast carcinoma and ovarian carcinoma. So all these factors, environmental and the genetic factor, can increase the risk of the developing the cancers. And other factors include the lack exposure to the sunlight, ultraviolet rays, which can causes the skin cancer. And usually the strongest sun rays are the strongest between the duration of the 11 to the 3 p.m. of the mid-March and the mid-October. It is also different, varies upon the according to the geographical region. Like the country which are near the equator, they are more direct exposure of the sunlight. So it depends on the duration, time and the location of the person. And the UV index tell you how strong the sun UV rays are each day. Radiation, certain exposure like radiation, if the person have the exposure for the X-ray or the CT scan, these all the person can lead to the increase the chances of the cancer. And air pollution, certain air pollution, indoor as well as outdoor pollution, smoking, fumes, cooking gases, these all can lead to the increase the chances for the cancer. So again the water pollution, if they have the increased amount of the arsenic, asbestos, radon, so these are it can be occurred due to the agricultural, chemical and the pesticides, use of the pesticide or insecticides, and certain medication like estrogen, progesterone, they can lead to the cancer of the breast, and pesticides like DDT and chlorodane. So number of the multiple chemicals which can lead to the increase the vulnerability for the cancer. Now the epidemiology of the selected cancer. Selected cancer means different, like the breast cancer, lung cancer, cervical cancer, stomach cancer, the number of the organs which I have the different type of the cancer. We will discuss the important selected cancer like the breast cancer, lung cancer and oral cancer or cervical cancer, which are common in India. Oral cancer major problem for number one पे है ये, और second number पे कौन सा है? Breast cancer, and third number पे both sexes and male and female. So oral cancer, it is about the 5.3% per lakh 1.3 per lakh population. Tobacco basically responsible approximately 90% of the oral cancer in Southeast Asia are linked to the tobacco chewing and the tobacco smoking. And before the cancer arise, there is a stage of the cancer: precancerous lesion, stage 1, stage 2, stage 3, stage 4. You will discuss in your medicine and gynae and pediatric when you discuss that in detail about the each cancer. There is a precancerous stage. The natural history, precancerous stage, then it lead to the development of the cancer. So if we screen the precancerous stage, at the precancerous stage, the prognosis is very good for each cancer. So there is a certain precancerous lesions, precancerous stage for a different type of the cancer. Like for the oral cancer, cervical cancer, dysplasias occur for the lung cancer. So if we can screen out that at that stage, it will be good for the prognosis. High risk group for this oral cancer: tobacco chewer or smoker, BD smoker, people who are using the tobacco in other form like the betel quid, alcohol, synergistic effect, and the cultural pattern, indigenous form of that BD, cigar. So different type of the pattern when the person is used, the chances of the risk factor increases. Tobacco in powder form, inhaled as snuff. So these are the well-defined lesion. In picture you can see there is a papillary masses on the left posterior mandibular alveolus. You can see there is a overgrowth of the cells. And here is a valvati lesion. You can see lower left ventral tongue. And these are the other which can occur. These are the dysplasia and change in the cell pattern. There is also at the root of the mouth. So person when chewing the tobacco, the part of the tongue or the mouth which are most irritated, there is a change in the cell division. So the cell division change, it can lead to the overgrowth of the abnormal growth of the cells and lead to the cancers. It depends also on the habit of the tobacco chewing. The person who are most usually used to chewing in the daytime, they are less vulnerable as compared to the person who chew the tobacco or take the tobacco during the night sleeping time. कभी कभी आपने देखा कि स्लीप टाइम में सोते से पहले आपने दबा के रखा और सो गए. उस टाइम में क्यों चांसेस बढ़ जाते हैं? क्योंकि ड्यूरिंग द स्लीपिंग सलाइवा सिक्रीशन इज लेस, इट कम इनटू द डायरेक्ट कांटेक्ट विद द एपिथेलियम. ठीक है, डे टाइम में आप जब कोई चीज आप ले रहे हैं टोबैको, तो सलाइवा उसके इफेक्ट को कम कर देता है, क्योंकि उसके बीच में एक सरफेस होती है सलाइवा की. बट ड्यूरिंग द स्लीपिंग टाइम द पर्सन यूज टू टेक द टोबैको एंड बीटल नट एंड ऑल दी, जे दबा के सो जाते हैं ना. कभी आपने कम्युनिटी में नहीं पूछा कैसे खाते हैं, कब कब खाते हैं, किस तरीके से खाते हैं, खाने के बाद खाते हैं, खाने के पहले खाते हैं, सोने के पहले खाते हैं. दीज आर दी थिंग्स टू नो. ठीक है, हैबिट्स, कितना ड्यूरेशन लेते हैं, कौन सा लेते हैं. ठीक है, और तो द मोस्ट हार्मफुल कि सोते टाइम उन्होंने रखा हो, वो सलाइवा का जो एक प्रोटेक्टिव लेयर होता है वो नहीं होता है. द थिंग tobacco come with the direct contact with the epithelium and causes the continuous irritation of the epithelium. Then it causes the abnormal changes in the cells and lead to the overgrowth of the cells. Overgrowth क्यों कर रही है? फंडा क्या है? When they are irritated, they overcome. Body हमेशा उस चीज को overcome करने की कोशिश करती है ना. They lead to the abnormal growth of the cells, and then there is a uncontrolled growth. Control नहीं होगा, and then it can lead to the invasion of the cancerous cell into the adjacent tissue and then distant tissue. So most common form of the tobacco chewing in the India. Another type, also, although it is also associated with the habit of the reverse smoking of the cigar. अगर reverse smoking कर रहे हैं, also can lead to the burning of the inside of the mouth. So it can lead to the abnormal growth. So the what should be the primary prevention? Primary prevention, not it is always causes the primary prevention में आप क्या करते हैं? At the risk factor, जो भी risk factor है उसको remove करते हैं before the appearance of the disease. तो public health, public education, either the individual or the mass education, motivation to change the lifestyle, remove the risk factor. Whatever the risk factor for certain cancers, you will educate for that, and also supported by the legislative means these are the smoke free zone, tobacco free zone. ठीक है, you cannot consume the this restriction of the sale of the tobacco. Secondary, early identification, detection. Early secondary prevention में क्या पढ़ते हैं? Early diagnosis and treatment. So how will we make the early diagnosis? By screening. So there are the certain screening test screening method depending on the type of the cancer, like oral cancer, breast cancer, cervical cancer, lung cancer. So early detection. If we can detect the precancerous lesion, can be detected up to 15 years prior to their change. तो कितना time duration है? The time duration which their change to the invasion of the cancer. If we can detect at this level precancerous, the prognosis is very much good. Main treatment of the modality is the surgery and the radiotherapy. So in the early stage, we can do the surgical treatment. But if it is become the carcinoma invasion, then the radiotherapy, and if it is metastasis, then we need the chemotherapy. Primary healthcare worker are in a strategic position to detect the oral cancer. तो primary जो health worker है, they can detect even at the home visit. Home visit पे by asking the history और oral cancer कैसे detect कर सकते हैं? At the pre-cancerous lesion क्या complaint आती है usually? Anyone? सबसे पहले history में क्या complaint मिलेगी? कोई बता सकता है? कैसे आइडेंटिफाई कर सकता है हेल्थ वर्कर? देयर इज अ डिफिकल्टी टू ओपन द माउथ. माउथ को ओपन करने में दिक्कत आएगी क्योंकि फुल तरीके से कुछ टाइम से माउथ को खोलने में दिक्कत हो रही है. ठीक है, बहुत प्रेशर लगाना पड़ रहा है, पूरी तरीके से नहीं खुल रहा है. ठीक है, क्योंकि हल्की सी फाइब्रोसिस स्टार्टिंग में स्टार्ट होती है. कोई भी चीज अगर डैमेज हो रही तो क्या बॉडी उसको रिकवर करने की कोशिश करती है. तो स्टार्टिंग में जो हिस्ट्री मिलेगी, difficult to open the mouth, then they can see with the even with the help of the torch there is some dysplasia, change in the cells. जो normal जो cells का वो structure होता है वो कुछ change उसको मिलेगा. They can prove vital link and key instrument in the control of the oral cancer. So oral cancer we can detect easily. So even at the precancerous lesion. So the prognosis is very good. So it is very important to educate the health personnel about the screening of the oral cancer. Then the cancer of the cervix. Fourth most frequent cancer in the women. Cases and death have declined markedly in the last 40 years in most industrialized country owing to the reduction in the risk factor, because in the cervical cancer which is responsible, the cause is usually the virus. So risk factor कैसे कम हुआ? By practicing the good hygiene, poor hygiene, it is a risk factor, and the use of the vaccination. Vaccination important है? Vaccination is available or not? Available है? Or now the government of India is planning to vaccination for the cervical cancer include in the routine immunization. But the overall awareness among the population is very poor. If you ask in the community, even in the medical community, you will find there is a very low use of the vaccination regarding the cervical cancer. So in India, it is constitute 9.4% of the all cancer incidence among the women, you can see there is a change in the cells. This is known as dysplasia of the cervical, uteri cervical region of the cells. So disease is the long time, it is also in situ persist for long time, more than 8 years before the appearance of the invasion of the cancer. In some cases, it will spontaneously regress without treatment. Once the invasion stage reached, the disease spread by direct extension into the lymph node and the pelvic organ. Positive agent is human papilloma virus and found more than 95% of the cancers. Risk factor, as it is a reproductive age group who are active, 25 to the 45 years. Genital warts found to be important risk factor, and the marital status, having the multiple sexual partners, poor hygiene. These are the risk factor for the cervical cancer. Early marriage, early childbearing, repeated childbearing, use of the oral contraceptives, low socioeconomic status. These are the risk factors. So how we can prevent the cervical cancer? Personal hygiene and the birth control. Prevent the exposure. And secondary, early detection and then treatment, radical surgery and the radiotherapy. Screening, how can we go for the screening? By the pap smear. So current policy kya hai? All the women more than 30 years of age should we go for the pap test, cervical smear at the beginning of the sexual activity, and then every 3 years thereafter. And periodical pelvic examination is recommended. There are the various methods of the screening test. VIA, visual inspection with 5% acetic acid, then VIA with magnification, then visual inspection post application of the Lugos iodine. Sensitivity of the VIA test is similar to the cytology based screening. Kya hua? So the present strategy to screen the women using the VIA by the application of the freshly prepared 5% acetic acid. So it is sensitivity is good, equal to the pap smear, and detection of the well-defined opaque aceto-white lesions close to the squamo-columnar junction, well-defined circumofficial aceto-white lesions, dense aceto-whitening of the ulceroproliferative growth on the cervix, positive VIU. आपने इसमें देख सकते हैं जो पिछला आपको डायग्राम था इसमें कि जहाँ पे सेल्स चेंजेस होंगे, it can easily visualize by the VIA. Then the test is followed by single visit approach for further investigation and the management at the district hospital. And management at district hospital is planned in such a way that the treatment based on colposcopy is offered during the same visit. So even the person go for the investigation, the treatment will be provided to the person. And then IEC and further motivation will be provided by the health worker. Then also we have the vaccination available in India. There are the two types of the vaccination is available in India. These are the quadrivalent vaccine and the bivalent vaccine. The recommended age for the initiation of the vaccination is 9 to 12 years. So it is important if we start the vaccination at the start of the 9 or 12 year. For this also the public awareness is very poor. HF vaccination is permitted up to the age of the 26th year. A total of 3 doses, 0, 2, 3 months, 6 months are recommended. Depending on the type of the vaccination, vaccines, and for the Cervarix, it is 0, 1, 6 months. Minimum interval should be the 4 weeks between the first and the second dose, and the 12 weeks between the second and the third dose, and 24 weeks between the first and the third dose. So there are the vaccination available in India. Now come to the breast cancer, also the important cause of the cancer after the lung among the females. Fifth in terms of the mortality rate because of the more favorable survival rate because prognosis is good. In India, breast cancer are estimated about 13.3 deaths per lakh population in the year of 2020 and total 90,408 deaths due to the cancer in 2016. Again, the risk factor are the bimodal distribution in the age group of the 35 to 50 and after the age of the 65. Women who develop the first breast cancer under the age of the 40 had 3 times the risk of the developing a second breast cancer than did those who developed the first cancer after the 40. So as early the first breast cancer develop, there is a more chance to develop the breast cancer in the second breast lump also. Family history also positive. If there is a positive family history, it can increase the risk of the breast cancer. Then the parity, early and the full-term pregnancy seems to have the protective. Unmarried women. So in a case of the breast cancer, if there is a late age of the marriage, late age for the children, born of the birth of the children, these are the risk factor. And hormonal factors which are responsible, both elevated estrogen as well as the progesterone are important in increasing breast cancer risk. Prior breast biopsy for the benign breast disease, it is associated with the increased risk of the breast cancer. So breast cancer, to diagnose the breast cancer, there are the certain screening tests like the self-examination, mammography, thermography and the biopsies available. Diet also linked with the breast cancer like the high fat diet, obesity, higher socioeconomic status, because in a higher socioeconomic, it is not directly, it is indirectly basically, because in a higher socioeconomic status, there is usually the common late age of the marriage, high fatty diet, sedentary lifestyle, obesity, that's why it is causes the increased chance of the cancer. Radiation, exposure to the radiation and the use of the oral contraceptives. If there is a prolonged use of the oral contraceptives before the first pregnancy or before the age of the 25 may increase the chance of the risk. Again, the primary prevention, health education regarding the cancer, about the risk factor and average age at the menarche can be increased through the reduction in the childhood obesity and in increase in the strenuous physical activity. So we know that through the research it is well established the age of the menarche. If the child is female girl child is obesity, the age of the menarche is increased. So early secondary prevention by early diagnosis and the treatment. These are the screening for the breast cancer. The self-examination can be done by the health worker or the patient itself. Palpation by the physician, thermography and the mammography. These are the methods so which can be health worker can be even the health worker can do, and the person self can do the in front of the mirror. Frequent examination of the breast cancer. If there is a chance or she feels there is a lump, any increased size of the lump or hardness present in the breast. So then the use of the mammography. There are the potential drawback because of the mammography can lead to the radiation exposure. There is a chance of the exposure. So radiation also it is a risk for the cancer. So it is increases the chance of the risk. Although it is recommended for certain situations, if there is a high risk person more than 30 for 35 of years, we can do the mammography. Then the lung cancer, it is also a second important cause of the cancer. Approximately 1 in 10 diagnosed cancer. And in India, its incidence is 8.4 per lakh cancer in men and women, 3.1 per lakh. You can see in this diagram, there is a overgrowth of the cells, abnormal growth of the cells, cancerous mass. Then the risk factor, as you know the risk factor, smoking, age, air pollution, occupational exposure, radioactivity, these are the all risk factors which are can lead to the increased chance of the lung cancer. Again the prevention in general, in general for the prevention and control of the cancer, there is a primary prevention, secondary, tertiary. Primary prevention of the risk factor, removal of the risk factor. So if by health education or mass health education for the vulnerable population. The secondary prevention, we need to the early diagnosis and treatment. With the help, how we can go for the early diagnosis? Screening test. So you should know the different type of the screening test for the different type of the cancers. Then treatment. Treatment modality for the cancer. First is the surgical in the starting, then radiotherapy and chemotherapy, depending on the site of the cancer also. Where we need the radiotherapy, when the metastasis starts, we need to the chemotherapy. Then some legislative and the restrictive measures can be applied at the primary prevention by restriction of the tobacco or chewing and smoking, all these. Like Government of India have provided legislative support to the anti-smoking campaign, like cigarette regulation of the production, supply and the distribution act of the 1975 came into the force in 1st April 1976, require all manufacturers or persons trading in cigarette to display the statutory warning, cigarette smoking is injurious to the health for all cartons and packets of the cigarette. Or there should be pictorial diagram of the cancerous lesion. At least it should cover the 3/4 part or 80% part of the packet. लेकिन वो जो usually you can observe the diagram which are made on the packet. It is very hazy, blurred. Even अगर आपने कभी उसको ध्यान से देखा हो तो आप क्लियर कट उस पिक्चर को समझ भी नहीं पाएंगे. Although it is covered the 3/4 part of the packet. So it should be the textual and the pictorial component of the health warning together cover the 85% of the front and back panel of the tobacco product package with 25% dedicated to the text and 60% dedicated to the picture. So it is well defined under the act for the company and for the act for the by smoking cessation clinics, nicotine substitute, hypnosis, national and the international coordination is required to control the smoking. Then the secondary prevention, chest X-ray to diagnose the lung cancer, sputum cytology and mass screening for the lung cancer. It is not recommended as a routine public health policies. Screening for the lung cancer, we can go for the chest and sputum cytology. And in general, primary prevention include the control of the tobacco, alcohol, because tobacco and alcohol are the important risk factor for the lung cancer, other organ, even the liver, bladder, pancreas, these increases the risk of the cancer. Personal hygiene, radiation, occupational exposure. Immunization for the certain, like for the hepatitis B and C. So for the hepatitis B, we have the vaccination, although for the hepatitis C, we do not have the vaccination available in India. Even it is not common. Food, drug and cosmetics, air pollution, treatment of the precancerous lesion and the legislation. And cancerous education for the cancer to identify the recognition of the danger sign like lump and hard area in the breast, a change in wart and mole if occur, the persistent cough and hoarseness, because if the lesion present in the lung, it can lead to the change in the voice and coughing, an excessive loss of the blood at the monthly period. In the cervical cancer, it is the most at the age of the menopause. Why it is the late women come to the late hospital? Because during the menopausal age, she consider it is because of the menopausal bleeding, irregular bleeding up to the years, and she not go for the health seeking for the cancer because she is not aware about this type of the symptoms. So if they are aware, so it is very important to aware the person what are the danger sign and how they can recognize the and go for the health services. Blood loss from any natural orifice like rectal carcinoma, anal carcinoma, a swelling or sore that does not get better, persistent change in the digestive and the bowel habits can may be the sign of the colorectal carcinoma and the stomach cancers and the unexplained loss of the weight. Then the secondary prevention, early diagnosis and the treatment, then cancer registration, because how we get the status of the cancerous cases by the hospital-based registry and the population-based registry. We will discuss it later on in the national registry program under the by the ICMR, and the screening method are the mass screening and the selective screening. So now we come to the national program for the prevention and control of the cancer. So what are the objective of the program? Primary prevention of the cancer by the health education. So it is very important to educate the person about the cancer. Secondary prevention, early detection and diagnosis. Tertiary prevention, strengthening the existing institution, comprehensive therapy including the palliative care. For the cancer, if we cannot cure the cancer, at least provide the palliative care to decrease the pain of the person who are suffering from the cancer. So it is very important to provide the at least relief from the pain and the symptomatic relief to the person. So scheme under the revised program, regional center scheme, existing regional center are being further strengthened, act as a referral center for complicated and the difficult cases at the tertiary level. So if regional, because previously we have the only selected cancer institute. Now there is a under this program, under the regional, we should have the cancer center at each region. Like for the Kumaon region, we should have the cancer, like in the Sushila Tiwari. Now we have the cancer institute. So it is a regional cancer center. In Garhwal region also we have the cancer institute. So this is for the Garhwal. So there should be the regional cancer center at the tertiary level, means at the level of the medical college, which are come under the tertiary level. So we can provide the cancer treatment, because it will be under the secondary program if you diagnose the case early. But if you do not provide the treatment, there is no use of the to diagnose the person and leave under the pain कि आपको cancer. If you, because the cancerous treatment it's very costly, person cannot afford the treatment. So you should provide treatment affordable, approachable, available. तो जो primary आपका healthcare approach है 4 A's, you should keep in mind. The treatment or health services whichever you are provided should be the affordable, available, approachable, acceptable. ठीक है, तो वो approach आपको in every services provided by the government should keep in mind. The on-time assistance 3 crore during the plan period is provided to the regional cancer centers. Oncology wing development scheme. So this scheme had been initiated to fill up the geographical gap in the availability of the cancer treatment facility in the country. So center assistance provided for the purchase of the equipment. Part of the grant can be used for the civil work. So it is for to initiate the early treatment. Then decentralized NGO scheme. They can involve the NGOs. They can work as a nodal agencies, provide the IC activity and the early detection of the cancer, and then can refer to the person to the regional center. And IC activity at the central level. Then research and the training. So under this scheme, training program, monitoring, research activities will be organized at the central level, and training manual for the capacity building in the cancer control at district level will be provided, like manual for the health professional, for the cytology, for the palliative care, for the tobacco season. So these are the come under the training and the research purposes. So cancer services under the national program, common diagnostic services, basic surgeries, chemotherapy and palliative care of the cancer cases being made available at 100 district hospital. Home-based palliative care is being provided for the chronic, debilitating and the progressive cancer at 100 districts. So these are the services which comes under the national program should be provided to the community. So each district is being supported with 1.66 crore per annum for these following, like chemotherapy, daycare therapy, chemotherapy facilities, facility for the laboratory investigations, including mammography being provided. Like we also have the mammography van, which is provided by the certain agency free of cost, donated by the so we use for the purpose of the early detection and cancer. Time to time, with the help of the community medicine department, radiotherapy and the surgery department. So we time to time, every month we organize a early detection camp. Then the person who are positive refer to the regional center. And these are all the provided to the community with free of cost, no cost. Support is being provided by the contractual manpower through the 1 medical oncologist, cytopatho and cytopathology technician and 2 nurses for the day. Then the state cancer institute will be provided comprehensive cancer diagnosis treatment. क्या हुआ नींद में कॉपी पकड़ लो बेटा. Then these are the number. You cannot memorize all the number of the centers and values, but you should know the basic infrastructure of the program, how we provide the services. So these are the list of the cancer hospital present in India at national and at state level, like Tata Memorial, Kokla Bain, Dhirubhai Ambani, Rajiv Gandhi and American Oncology. These are the in Uttarakhand list of the cancer hospital which are present in Uttarakhand. Swami Ram Cancer Hospital, Cancer Research Institute, Jolly Grant, and Sri Mahant Indra, this Kailash Hospital. So these are the cancer hospitals which are present in Uttarakhand. So for the registry of the cancer, we have the cancer registry system at hospital level and at the population level. Hospitalized registry and the population based registry. Why we need the population based registry? Because in a hospitalized registry system, only the selected person come under the registry who come to the hospital. But in a population, we can get the data on a large scale. So to cover the complete cancer situation in the given geographical area, we need the population-based strategy registry. So these are the key messages provided to the community during the health education for the cancer control. Even the person, when you go for the field visit, you should provide the health, because it is one of your objective to provide the health education. It is very common even in each family. If you ask the history, you can find the certain type of the cancer. Breast cancer, it is increasing day by day. Lung cancer, which is very although the cervical cancer, it is due to the effect of the good hygiene practices and the health education, the vaccination. Now it is in declining side. But breast cancer, because of the late age of the marriage and the high development of human SDI increasing, it is increasing popularly. So stop tobacco in any form today itself. Do not start if you are not non-user. You can go, when you go the field visit, you can tell the person, stop alcohol. If you cannot stop, drink in moderation at least. Okay? So these are the things you can tell the things. Cancer education, to identify the danger sign. If you can find any danger sign, go for the health seeking advice. Brisk walk to active, to make the person active. Maintain good hygiene, vaccination, self-examination, report to the doctor if you find any warning signs, personal protection during the occupational exposure, engage in regular and brisk physical activity, limit consumption of the alcohol. The last, when we observe the World Cancer Day, 4th of the Feb, to raise the awareness regarding the cancer and for the prevention detection. It was found by the Union of the International Cancer Control to support the goal of the World Cancer Declaration. Okay. The theme of the 2022, close the clear gap. Gap means if there is a gap under the education practices. So these are the clear gaps regarding the risk factor of the cancers. So these gaps should be closed. Close the clear gaps. Always say not the celebration of the day. Usually person, we are celebrating the World AIDS Day, World Cancer Day. It should be the name observation of the day. We are observing the day. These are the take-home messages. Spread awareness about the cancers, danger signs, timely screening for the common cancer. Even you people can help about these messages. This is all about the cancer and the cancer program. Now